Hello, this is Ms. Gradincic. I am the 7th and 8th grade math teacher at Syracuse STEM at Blodgett. In the previous video tutorial, I showed you which apps you need to have downloaded on your phone. And I showed you just a general process of how you can start your day, your school day. And I demonstrated two different options for joining your teams, your team meetings. One way was by going through your teams section, and another way was through calendar. All right, so you can see that in the other video. You can look it up. And again, all of these videos right now are for iPhones, but I will create tutorials for Samsung phones as well as for computers. Now, the next thing you need to know how to do in Teams is once you are inside of your live session or the class with your teacher might ask you to navigate to your class notebook so that you can do your work, all right? And you might need to access your class notebook outside of class because you might want to do some work. So the process of accessing that class notebook is the same. All right, so one way that you can do that, actually there's two ways, but I will show you one way through the Teams app. You're gonna click on your Teams app and you're going to click on the class that you want to access the class notebook, right? So if you are in the math class and the teacher asks you to access your class notebook, this is what you would do. Again, here you are inside of the general channel for 8th grade math for the first period. And maybe you are in a live session. The way you would navigate to this screen from a live session on an iPhone is by swiping up, okay, to see all of the different windows that are opened. And then basically you would get into the Teams from your live session so that you can see this view right here. Okay. Now in this view, you're gonna look at the top portion of the screen. You have three menu options: posts, files, and more. You're gonna click on more. When you click that, now you can see that you have additional options. One of those are the ones that we want is the class notebook. You're gonna click on that class notebook. Once you are in the class notebook, you're going to see a list of folders. Your folders are going to be a little bit different than mine because I'm a teacher and I have many more folders than you do. But there are some folders that everybody's going to have. So for example, you're going to have the welcome folder, the collaboration space folder, the content library folder. What you're not going to have is the teacher only folder because you are not a teacher. And what you're not going to have is folders for all of your classmates. You're only going to have your own folder. All right, so you're gonna have your name on there. You're gonna click on your name, and that's going to drop down three more options or three more sections or folders or tabs, however you want to call them. Your teacher will instruct you which of these tabs you need to open. So for example, if you are inside of your class and your teacher wants the class to work on the same document, your teacher will probably ask you to open your handouts tab. Once you click on that, you have a new screen that shows up and you have a list of pages on that screen. These pages are basically tasks or documents that you're going to be working in. So you're going to click on the one that your teacher wants you to click on. So you're going to pay attention to the instructions. And let's say that your teacher wants you to open the Do It Now activity. You're going to click on it, and now you are in that activity. Now this screen looks very small and I can't see anything. So I'm going to zoom in on my phone, and that kind of depends on what kind of phone you have. But usually you just pinch with your two fingers and that helps you to zoom in and out. Now this document here is live, and as you're working on the assignment with your class, you can actually click anywhere in this document and start making changes to it. So you can start typing and then you can highlight that, and you can change the size of those fonts. You can change the color of the fonts. You can do all sorts of things, but I'm going to do a different video in which I demonstrate how to make changes in your document. But for now, all you need to know is how to type, and the way you do that is just by clicking anywhere in the document and you start typing. Okay, so let's say now you have completed this portion of the assignment and now you want to go to the next one. Your teacher wants you to go to the next page. How do you do that? Well, first you have to click the arrow button back, and now you have that list, and now you're going to click on the next assignment that your teacher wants you to work on. And then you just go through that following your teacher's instructions. But let's say now you want to work in a different section. Here you are in the handout section, but let's say your teacher is giving you some class time to work on your homework or your graded assignments. How are you going to get to your homework tab? Well, you're going to click the back button, and there it is. You're going to click on your homework, and you're going to select the homework assignment that you want to work on, and you're going to work on it. All right. So let's say now your teacher is finished with working from OneNote class notebook, and you want to go back to your Teams. The way you do that is, again, just by swiping up on your iPhone. So then you can see all of the apps that are currently opened, and you're going to click on your Teams, and then you're going to click on the back button, all right, to go back to the main dashboard. And let's say that your class is all done and you're ready to go to your second class. You're simply going to click on the next class in line, the next one that's scheduled for your day, and you're going to repeat the same process. Or the other way, as I showed you before, you can also just click on the three dots on the bottom menu to open up your calendar, and then you can look at which team you want to join or team meeting you want to join at this time. You can pay attention here to the date and time of the meeting so that you're not joining the wrong meeting. All right, that's it for now. See you next time.